Good morning and welcome to day 68 on the Appalachian Trail. It's about 9:30. I had a very slow morning at camp, listening to my body. I was tired, so I just drank my coffee and ate a lot of food pretty slowly. And now I'm feeling good and ready to go. Today I'm hoping to do 13 miles to Nide. I don't really know how to say it. Good day. Shelter. And yeah, I think I have one pretty big climb today, but I'm also supposed to pass this really old oak tree. So looking forward to the day. I'm going to take it pretty nice and easy since I've only got 13 miles and try to let my body recover a little bit before tomorrow I head into Virginia's Triple Crown. I'm about to head into this meadow for, I think, a couple miles. So I'm going to pause here in the shade for just a bit to drink a lot of water and eat a snack before I head out there in the direct sun. I'm glad I'm doing this in the morning-ish. It's about 10:30 a.m. right now, but I cannot imagine how miserably hot this would be at 2 p.m. Oh, we got some bear alert signs from where I stayed last night. Thankfully, we didn't have any problems. Where do I go? Found it. I guess I technically could have stayed on the road for a second. That's okay. Do we see any four-leaf clovers? I could live there. Just kidding. I could live there. This is the Keer Oak. It's estimated to be about 300 years old, and it is the oldest oak tree along the Appalachian Trail in the South. I'm just taking a quick break here by the oak tree and chilling because the second I start walking again, we've got a 1,000-foot climb straight up. It's supposed to be rocky, very similar to yesterday, but that is kind of the rest of the climbing for the day because I'll be up on the ridgeline for the rest of the way and then going down to the shelter. I don't know what the terrain looks like up top, but I'm hoping it'll be kind to me. That would be very nice. I think we were passing the Continental Divide today as well, so that's another little exciting thing to look forward to. I do hope I have a bit of service at some point today. This area has not really had great service at all, but I need to call Huckleberry's Hostel, I think is the next place I'm staying. Obviously not tonight, but tomorrow night, and then possibly the next night. It just depends. I want to do McAfee at sunrise if it's going to work out, and I don't know if there's a loop I can do and slack pack that with them, what the prices of that are and all that, but basically I need to call them and figure that out and for sure make a reservation for tomorrow night. And then if they don't have kind of a loop slack pack option that works well for me, then I'll just leave with all my stuff the next day and we'll be on to Daleville. Hey. This looks like it belongs in a fish tank. Look at these little guys. Wow, a staircase. How fancy. I have a couple more 100 feet of climbing, but I'm pausing here at the power lines. You can't see them, they're behind the trees. To have obviously a jerky, and shout out to, I think it was Dairy Queen, I got these little mustard packets from. They're babies. They don't know I'm over here. Oh look, it's a bunch of rocks. Thanks for taking them out of the trail. There's so many rock piles up here. Far Out is saying they think early farmers in the area or early settlers in the area made these piles. I don't know. It's very interesting either way. Here's more. Shrooms. Can you see the lizard? It blends in really well. I am very thankful it is not raining as I'm just walking along these rocky ledges today. Oh my goodness, this would be so scary if these rocks were slick. There's something just like growling at me from over there. I don't see anything. Hey! That was so weird sounding. I've got my knife on the ready, but I have no clue what that was. I've never really heard anything like that before. It just sounded like a low growl. My hair is literally standing up. Gosh, get out of here. All right. Hopefully it was nothing. I've done half a mile. Haven't heard anything else. We made it to the Continental Divide. And if you don't know what that means, that's okay. I don't know if I fully remember, but based off of what I remember from my school days and the clues on this sign, I think it has to do with watersheds and everything that is on the eastern side of this imaginary line running down the United States. All of the lakes, not the lakes, they don't flow. All the rivers and streams and whatnot flow into the Atlantic Ocean. And then everything that is to the west flows into the Mississippi and then ultimately the Gulf of Mexico. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what this means. We've got about 2.5 miles of downhill now to get to the shelter for tonight. That is just so pretty looking up that direction. These rocks today have not been kind to the tendon in my foot. Oh, these gnats are crazy. But I'm not limping and I'm not super worried about it right now. It's just sensitive on the rocks and sensitive on the downhill. I've got some tendonitis and I just have to be proactive about it. I'm planning on taking a 0 in Daleville for sure. And then tomorrow after Dragon's Tooth, if I feel like it needs it, then I will take a 0 then instead, and then Nero into Daleville. I want to be proactive about it. I want to ice it and definitely soak it tonight again, and just hope that it gets better. It did this a little bit in Georgia, I think towards the end, heading into North Carolina, so that's why I'm not super worried, but I do need to make sure I'm taking care of it because these rocks are not going anywhere. Another thing is I have been pushing the miles lately, and I'm talking 20 plus days, multiple times a week, and my legs feel good and overall my body has felt good, but I don't think my tendon is really ready for that, and that's okay. I don't know if it will ever be, so I probably need to consider not so consistently trying to push mileage. I can maybe do 1 20-mile plus day per week and then stick the others around 15 or so, and I think it will be a lot happier. I think it's safe to say this water source is pretty dried up. I did just drink the last bit of my water as well, but that's okay because I'm only a mile away from the shelter and it has cooled off pretty significantly. It's not cool, it's still hot, but I'm not sweating buckets anymore. It's starting to rain and I'm only 0.1 from the shelter. I don't want to put on my rain gear. Oh, I could not have timed that better if I had tried. That feels good. It's like a little win for the day. I do not know if you can see it, but there is a rainbow right there. Oh my gosh! What the heck? I don't think this is picking it up. Here's our water source. That is flowing pretty good after the rain we just got. Tonight for dinner, I've got salmon in olive oil and some pasta. It's not the best bear hang, but it's also not the worst. Well, I finished today at 12.6 Appalachian Trail miles here at Nide Shelter. I still don't know how to say it. I got my tent set up a little bit away from the shelter, and tomorrow I start the Virginia Triple Crown, which is super exciting. Today was kind of a roller coaster of a day. On paper, it looked like an easy day, but my foot is just giving me some trouble. I stretched it and did some of my strengthening exercises tonight. I've been doing those every night, but not as much as I probably should, so I definitely got on top of that tonight and will be for the coming weeks and months. But I am going to get to bed here soon. I know it's 8 p.m., but it's almost hiker midnight. I do want to try to get up a little bit on the early end so that I can get out by 8 o'clock tomorrow. I think I have 17 miles. That might be wrong, but to get over Dragon's Tooth and then get to the road where hopefully I'm gonna go to the hostel. I didn't have service again, so after I called, I didn't hear anything back. So, I mean, if not, I can probably hitch or road walk. I think it's only like a mile or two. That's tomorrow's problem. I have heard the descent and even the climb for Dragon's Tooth is a bit of a bear, so I am keeping that in my mind for as far as like how long it's gonna take me to do those miles tomorrow. I think it's going to take me a little more than my normal 2 to 3 miles an hour. So just keeping that in mind, but I will see you all in the morning for another great day of hiking. Good night. There's a mama deer and a baby deer up by the privy. Baby still has all its spots. Bye, baby.